1, 2. Yay! Okay. Camera. Configure video. Take off the light. Apply. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Video's okay. Hello, hello. It's a test stream to see if everything's working. I was given heads up that with the new update from OBS that you can't use OBS platform anymore, or if you haven't updated it, should I say, in the time given, that it would not work with the Twitch platform anymore. So this is a test to see if it is working, because we are coming back with a stream every Saturday, and it's going to be all about what we did during the week. Kind of a weekly thing. So you guys can come in and chat to us. Tell us what you've been doing during the week. We're going to be having DJ Reanimator with us, and Goffy DJ as well, aka Chris and Aid, family members, but they're going to be on the audio, and like I say, anybody is welcome to come in and say hello and let us know what you've been up to. It's been a while. I know I said I wasn't going to stream anymore, and to be honest with you, I haven't played any games for almost a month. I've been so into, as you can see in the background, we do not have the shelf unit anymore. Cat's gone back to the States, and stuff has been moved around, and we've been selling hardcore on eBay. Yeah, you got fees. Yeah, you got this and that, but we've been doing pretty good with it. And what we've been starting to do is we've been taking a little bit of a percentage. At the beginning, it was like 30% for me to do what I want to do, and I'll explain that in a bit. And then the 70% went to savings, so just to give it a little bit of a boost and stuff like that. But now I've changed the percentage to 40-60, just to give me a little bit of a boost, because what I want to do is I'm turning my Star Wars collection that everybody knows, anybody who knows me personally know that I was a massive Star Wars fan. And after Last Jedi, a lot of us were a little bit disappointed with film. A lot of us lost heart in the franchise itself, the belief in it, the belief in the actors. Although they were only actors, come on, Sean. But still, when you're younger and you're really heavy into something like that, you want to believe the actors love that particular piece and stuff like that, but they didn't. Not a lot of people did. Turned out a lot of people, to me, didn't seem very genuine to the whole meaning of Star Wars and stuff. And only a few people do stand out. More so the guy that at the beginning, at the early stages of it, didn't stand out and seemed like a bit of an idiot to me. That's being polite. Was Mark Hamill. But that guy has done some amazing work in the past now, or just, shall we say, recently, than what he was back in the day, where, you know, you had to pull a tooth to get him to appear to something. But now he's all over the charities and everything like that, and he's just an amazing guy. The other person, obviously, was Carrie Fisher. Unfortunate, you know. So God rest her soul. Not religious, but God rest her soul. She was another legitimate person, and I wanted to believe like Harrison Ford was. Peter Mayhew was as well. I mean, he did the he went and had the operations on his knees to be Chewbacca again for it, because he was such a tall guy. He had really bad knees and bad health, but he went all out to go and get help to become Chewbacca again. So another legitimate guy. Kenny Baker, hey, what's up, Henry? So it works. I'm testing the stream to see if it works, because Nocti said that if you haven't updated the system, that it won't talk to the Twitch account anymore. But obviously it works. How you doing, Henry? And I'm glad you said Sean. I know a lot of people are going to go be like, Sin! I was like, oh. You know, try it. Okay, SinnTrophyHunter is my brand and shit like that, but I need to figure out something out. But what I was doing the stream introduction type thing, Henry, to explain what's been going on, explain what my plan is and stuff like that. And you can see the shelves are gone. So we've been working hard on selling on eBay like crazy. And I haven't spoken to you in a long time, have I? I haven't been on PlayStation for almost 4 weeks. Was it? Sorry, but I can't really say Sin as I remember you as Sean. Thank you. I actually appreciate that. Although nothing wrong with Sin. There's nothing wrong with Sin, but it's Sean, you know. And I want to try and get back into either YouTube or streaming as Sean, right? I do. I want my actual identity, because Sin is always a gaming tag and stuff like that. Always has been, and I don't mind people calling me Sin, but I really want to be called. I guess it's like an actor, isn't it? It's like an actor wants to be known for all the work they do, not just that one particular piece that they did. You know, was it Michael Gambon or whatever his name is? I think it's Michael Gambon. Did Gandalf, but he did so much other stuff. But he's always known as Gandalf. And Sean has done loads of stuff. Yes, mainly tied to games. Yes, always been known as SinnTrophyHunter or Sinreal. So we're trying to do this thing with like Sean. It's Sean. But Sin is fine, you know. It'll turn. Been a while. Been playing a lot of hidden object games. Oh yeah. What, on the PlayStation? Like the Artifacts Monday games? I haven't touched a game in a month. I haven't. In fact, I was on the PlayStation for the first time in ages. Last weekend, I think it was, because I'm organising a thing with Chris and Aid, DJ Reanimator and DJ Goffy Dude. We're doing a stream every weekend for a couple of hours and discussing what we've done that week. That's it. No gameplay. I mean, there might be gameplay just because there's gameplay, but it's not all about gameplay. But if you've been playing games, please, you know, come in and say what you've been playing. Have you been playing the new Horizon Zero Dawn? There's a lot of new games that have come out. But if you've been playing the new Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that, come in and say, talk about what you've been playing. It doesn't have to be PlayStation either. It can be anything that you've been playing, but it's because you've been doing it during the week. You know, you come in, tell us what you've been doing during the week. It doesn't matter what you've been doing apart. Well, try and keep it a bit clean. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I boffed my missus yesterday. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been just having sex constantly, you know. I mean, fair enough. I started playing Binding of Isaac. Ooh, that. From my knowledge, that's not an easy game. I mean, it's not like, what's that? What's that other one? The one with the square guy and shit. See, my knowledge of gaming is disappearing already. Super Meat Boy, that's the fucker. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So Henry, if you want to come in next weekend, also looking at doing a YouTube video and trying to do a new YouTube series of what I'm actually looking at doing, and maybe looking at the avenues of way I am actually doing it, what made me think about doing it and stuff like that. along with some pieces that I'd completely forgotten about, that I found that they've turned into quite a bit of value. Not too much, but from what I bought it from, and I completely forgot about it. It's basically, I'm turning my Star Wars collection, selling it on eBay, taking the percentage of it, which I was explaining earlier on, for savings, and for myself. That for myself is not for myself, it's for the next part of the business, or next part of the venture. It's not going to be a business yet because I'm still building, but it's Lego. I've always loved Lego. I've always wanted to build the big Lego kits on stream. I've always wanted to do it. I've seen a girl doing it. She does all the expensive kits, like 200 quid. Now, I can't afford 200 quid like for a stream all the time. Not yet, anyway. But we're going to be building to that. But what I'm actually looking at doing is buying in loads of sets. As you can see on my shelf, there are quite a few Lego sets appearing on there. Now, they're on there because they are staying uncrushed and everything like that, because they're going to get resold within a year or two. Hopefully, everything should start to work next year. But we'll be building up to that. Also, I got I got bags. Bags and bags of Lego that I've been buying off eBay. Vintage Lego, because I thought, you know what? Lego collector, I'm going to start right from the beginning. Now, this is like me, you always try and find a margin where you start from, and then you try and work your way up, like I did with video games. I did the easy and worked my way down to the harder stuff. And so I started collecting vintage Lego off eBay and stuff, and building stuff like that fire engine and shit, and all these little things here, and this ghost is actually part of a set as well. So those kind of things is what I've been doing. And that's my personal stuff. Was this? Yeah, I was thinking, was it maybe to start collecting Pokemon cards again? Well, I could be your source, because I do actually have a load of Pokemon cards, especially like the really old ones and the first edition and shit like that. And I've been selling those on eBay when I find them, because that's not my priority. My priority is my Star Wars stuff. And you remember the big shelf that I had in the back here? Two of them. There was one there. They were back to back. They're gone. It's not that the stuff is gone. It's that I've sold enough stuff to move them back into the front room for space, and the space is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, this is all Star Wars as well. All of this right here. This is getting converted into currency for Lego, and also savings. So I'm going to be making a YouTube video on how I'm starting this, because there are, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you're interested in it. And do you know what? I actually fancy a cup of coffee. It's nice to have less stuff to get more stuff. I like that. Yes. I like stuff. I like stuff. I'm a big kid. I think we're all big kids. Some of us feel older and have lost our inner kid. If I lost my inner kid, that's it. You can pull the plug, Will you hold, Henry? I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee, because I feel like this is a cup of coffee moment. It works. Can I get someone talking to me? So I know it works. How's the cake? Yeah, I told you it was good. It's quite creamy. Just give us a shout when it's done. All right. So the kettle's on. The kettle's on. As this, I own at the moment 14 different 25-year anniversary Pokemon cards. Nice. Have you looked at the value of them, or are you not really fussed about that? Why are you collecting them? Are you collecting them for value, or are you collecting them for play, or are you collecting them for just aesthetics? You know, the looks and stuff like that. So for me, I love Lego. I want to collect Lego. I want to build Lego on stream. Maybe YouTube. I think I might be ditching Twitch. So hopefully, collecting as they are rare collectibles. Nice. So do you go for the promos as well then, Henry? I heard it. I'm on my way. Much as we know you want puppies, I can't get you one. We would die. We would die. Right, I've got my coffee. Right. So you think you only have one promo? Okay. I got the Mewtwo promo, or the Mew promo. Still sealed in the little bag that they came in. I think it was the Mew that came out when I think it was the first Pokemon movie came out on the cinema. I've also got the promo of Articuno, Zapdos, and I can't remember the other one. But they were the three birds. I got those cards as well. That's nice, yeah. It's actually quite a nice card. Like I say, it's still sealed as well. I got a few of those, but that's because I think it was when I first met you or first knew you. I still had the business, but I used to do trading card business. I used to have a wholesaler that I could buy in from. I used to go do shows, and I used to have a shop online and stuff like that. And we used to make pretty decent money out of selling Pokemon, out of trading cards itself. Hi there, Gomera. Is it Gomera? I'm really shit at names. But hello. I'm sure it's probably Gomera is probably a name that I have encountered at some point, or it's somebody who has changed a name. Or if not, if you're new, welcome. I haven't streamed in a long time. Close enough. Not seen you in a while. Okay. Here's a name from the past then. No, I haven't been on for a bit, Gomera. Let me take a sip of coffee. So here's the thing. We used to be a trophy hunter on PlayStation. We used to play PlayStation religiously. We set a goal of being the top 1,000 trophy hunter in the world, in the United States and in the UK. I broke that. I did that. And did I want to carry on, go further? No, I didn't. I stopped trophy hunting professionally. I haven't touched the game in almost a month. First time I touched my PlayStation was last weekend, because we're talking about doing a channel, be it on YouTube, be it on Twitch. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about leaving Twitch to do a thing, do a stream of what we did during the week. So it's going to be it's going to be just like just chatting, all just chatting stream and stuff. And I was told by a friend not so long ago that there was an update for OBS, and if you didn't update it, or you don't update it soon enough, it won't work with Twitch anymore. So this is a bit of a test stream to see if it worked, because I finished the update and stuff, and obviously it works. So hi. Okay, yes. You were doing PlayStation stuff, I think. Yes, I was. Yes. Yes. I wondered if. Yeah. Yeah. It's Nocti. He was the actual guy who told me about the OBS update. Okay, so from those 14, I have gotten 4 doubles. Does the doubles, the 4 doubles or getting doubles bother you, Henry? Because you play. Do you play the game, or do you just collect the cards? So yeah, Gomagath, anytime, just pop on in and tell us what you've been doing during, that week, because that's what it's going to be all about. It's going to be all about what we've done this week. I'm taking it on like an old English ladies woman's magazine called My Weekly. I want to change the name again and see if I can get it from All or Nothing to maybe My Weekly or something like that. Or I want it something orientated with Lego, because Lego is where I'm focusing. And I'm doing various things with Lego. I'm collecting. I've got a whole ton of vintage stuff that I was just showing on the screen. They're in bags. They're not sorted. I am in the process of sorting them, because there's a website that you can put all your inventory on there, and you can say, hey, what can I build? And there's MOCs, which MOC stands for My Own Creation. You can filter that so that you can build other people's stuff, what they've done, or you can filter it to make official Lego sets and stuff. Now, where do I want to go from there? Maybe want to sell what I've made on eBay or something like that, just for pennies, so that first of all I can share it with people and stuff. The main thing is I got to build it, because I think I turned to Lego. I used to be a plastic model maker, like airplanes, cars, bikes, everything, anything that was made out of plastic, I would make it. But my eyes, they're getting a bit old, and I can't paint the thin lines anymore and stuff, so I can't really do intricate work on model kits anymore with the detail that I used to. I did try, and I wasn't happy with the work, because I knew that I could have done better, or maybe I could have done better back in those years. But Lego, you don't need to do that. You just like put things together and stuff. Now, I like copying people's work. I like copying instructions. I've always liked doing that with games as well, with guides and stuff. Following someone's guide just to see how good it is. Following someone's guide to see if it's easy, to follow and finish that game and stuff like that, which is probably one of the reasons why we became a fairly decent trophy hunter, because we did that. Also, there was other various games that you could just plow through without guides and stuff, and I enjoyed those as well. Could I build something on my own without any instructions with Lego? Probably not, because my imagination is not that fantastic. However, with a bit more experience of build designs and stuff like that, and how people use certain pieces and stuff, I may be able to self-teach myself. I mean, I'm not ruling out self-teaching or anything like that. We had a very, very good friend who passed away last year that self-taught himself English, and he was good. So if he can do that, maybe I can do this. But what I want to do is I want to build, sell, invest. That's what I want to do, and we're going to be doing like a YouTube series of starting, and we're starting from fuck all. So maybe it will be a series that people will watch, and actually, you get a lot of people on YouTube that have got fucking thousands of sets, money up to their armpits. You know, I've watched YouTube videos of people going out and spending $2,000. The most obscene one I saw was someone spending $20,000 on Lego in a Lego store, and it's like, I want to do that. I can't do that. I'm nowhere near as rich enough. How do I do it? And maybe this video might teach me and everybody else who wants to do it, or is thinking about doing something with a different item, maybe, on how it starts. So yeah, again, I do like journey videos. This is going to be the journey of trying to make some sort of living out of Lego, or at least a side hustle, as people call it. Okay. Yes, it is Lego. Yeah. So was it? I didn't get to card playing as much. More or less, we are trying to collect at least one of each Pokemon card. Right. So you're collecting. Okay. So you're looking at. Are you looking at condition, or are you just looking at the card? Because I mean, say the condition. I mean, you got PSA. PSA does grading on cards, and I do have an awful lot of PS9 or PSA 9 cards. They're not graded officially, right? But being in the card business many years ago, I know kind of the details and what you're looking for and shit like that. I have a lot of Pokemon first edition, Fossil, base set. What was the other one? Team Rocket. I got a load of those, and they're all roughly around about. I'm going to say PSA 9 because you're not going to get a 10. Even if it comes out of a packet, it's probably not going to be a 10. It might be a 10, but I believe nothing is perfect. So PSA 9. I would say most of my cards, because I'm a little bit strict on it, because it being a business back in the day, got itchy nose. It being a business back in the day, we had to keep quality. You know, we had to keep quality. So what we would do with the ones that had kind of got a little bit roughed up, and we're just being really strict with being roughed up, right? We're just like little edges are kind of worn. Like a box would have shelf wear on the corners. That then gets put into a pile that you can use to play with. Whereas the other ones would be like pristine, and I mean pristine, touched maybe once with gloves, stuck in the sleeve, or the 9 pocket page that we have in the binders and stuff like that, and that's it. Left, absolutely left, not touched, not played with. PSA 9, I would say 99.8 guarantee that it would be a PSA 9. This is where me and Nocti use games like Minecraft and what's Imperium? Is that like a SimCity type thing? You know, like Civilization and stuff. Most of the people I know who do Lego are watching for sales online and certain kits. Yes, they are. Yeah. So I've watched a lot of videos. My idea is not going to take off for another year. And this is the thing that people have to understand, that you can't rush into it. You could. Oh, I'm not stopping anybody, and I'm stopping myself from buying a kit and picking it up and just banging it out on eBay. The thing is, if you do that, you got to sell it for just a little bit more than what you paid for it, and you're not going to make anything on it. You may break even. You may make a little bit. But yeah, so it's not something to rush into, because the actual thing is, and I've been watching a lot of videos on investing and stuff, and I've been watching a lot of videos like you were saying, Ego McGuff, that a lot of people are buying certain kits and stuff, and I've watched a lot of just normal investing videos and getting tips on what to do, what not to do, like rush into things and stuff. A lot of people say diversify, don't stick to one thing, because you got, with Lego for example, you got city, you got space, you've got Technic, you've got Speed Champions, you've got Friends, you've got what's the other one? Ideas, you've got Creator, and then you've got the creme de la creme UCS, which is, and I heard this phrase so many times, UCS, and that no one actually explained what UCS was until someone said the full title: Ultimate Collectors Series, UCS, instead of saying Ultimate Collector Series, which is kind of a mouthful. So you got the UCS, Ultimate Collector Series, Millennium Falcon, AT-AT, Star Destroyer, and those things. Those are the big bastards that are like 700 quid, 800 quid. Ridiculous for a Lego, right? I want one. My goal is to make enough money to buy a UCS Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. I would love that shit. And if I got it, I would 100%. Now, a lot of people would say they would invest in it, and yeah, rightly so, yes. But the thing is, in my head, how am I going to move it? Postage is going to be serious. You're going to have so much security and so much insurance on it. Shitloads of things could go wrong unless you're going to collect in person, or you're going to sell on a certain different platform, maybe not eBay or anything like that. Because, I mean, shifting something that's going to be a value of, because it retires soon, of something like, because the first UCS or Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, because there's two of them, the first one is now going for around about $2,000. Now, can you imagine if what happened to a $2,000 transaction would go wrong? And I think those things are more prone to being conned, to being, you're going to get out of pocket because someone's going to receive it, say it's damaged, blah, blah, blah. They probably already have one that's completely wrecked. The box is completely wrecked. Now they have a fully sealed one that's going to be absolute fortune. Send you the rubbish one back and stuff. And now you're out of pocket and you've got this rubbish one. You know, there is so many things that could go wrong with that big thing. Now, personally, I would not buy it across the internet. I would not buy it across the internet. First of all, if I'm going to get a UCS Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, I'm using this as an example because it is my primary goal to get there. I would buy it from the shop. I would absolutely go to the Lego store and buy it from the shop. And I pay the retail, which is like 600, 700 quid at the moment. But, and it's a promise, if I did get to it, I would not invest in it. I would open that fucker up and I would build it on stream. I would build it live on stream with everybody else watching and chatting and commenting and stuff like that. I would build that fucking thing live on stream. No, there's no like, if I get any subs and shit like that, or any, you know, kind of, I don't know, support or any, you know, that kind of thing, that I'll do it. No. Once I get that thing, I am building it live on stream because I want to build that fucker. It's just like the James Bond DB5 that came out a while back. I have always wanted to build that. The Lamborghini, I can't remember what is it Cyan or something? Cyan? The Lamborghini Cyan? I want to build that. I do. There are so many Lego kits I would love to build, and I'd love to build them on stream, and I'd love to start this like Lego channel and stuff like that, of building, of investing, of selling, of making things happen, and maybe being a guide, book, video to or for other people that are starting out just like me. You can watch other people's stuff all the time and still it not work out, because now you're like headstrong, full on into it and stuff. And you know, I have had a hard time putting on restraints on myself to go in full blast thing, but no. Hello Loopy, hello. The Star Wars nuts would be deep into the chat and a lot would be filled with hate. Sucks. It's the way it's going right now, isn't it? Okay, so let's go back to so this is where most people I know that. Yep. I have not graded. You've got no graded cards, but I do have great conditions. That's awesome, Henry. You should put you obviously you put them in sleeves to keep them so that they don't get touched and stuff like that. So that's really really good. If you've got like doubles, I would be putting the newer one of the double away. I'd be putting that in a 9-pocket page binder, and don't have the binder standing up. Have it laying down. And actually, I wouldn't probably have it in a binder. I would just have a page and lay the pages on top, because even the binders, they slightly curl because of the weight. But if you have it standing up, they have a really good idea, a good likeliness of curling. So be careful with that. Oh, why did you open it? Oh my God. Why did I open what? Why did I open what, Loopy? Are you talking about the UCS Millennium Falcon? The Millennium Falcon I don't have. No, I was just saying that is my goal to get there. And when I do open it, when I do get it, I will open it and I will build it on stream. Oh, hindsight. Yeah. No, see the thing with the UCS Millennium Falcon will be, it will be hard to shift and be secure in selling. My idea is, and a few people have had this idea as well, are using this idea, is to go with the small and the medium sets, not the big fucking things, not the stupid sets. Small sets can do just as well as the big sets, if not better, and they're cheaper to send out as well, because that's the other thing. Size and weight over here, it adds up. And I'm guessing that UCS Millennium Falcon and any Ultimate Collector Series Lego sets would weigh a ton. So can't imagine the postage. Cannot imagine it. I would be too scared to send it out. But if you're talking about cards, Loopy, some people enjoy seeing the cards. I do, personally. I do. Many years ago, used to have a business called J&S Cards. And I used to sell Pokemon, Star Wars, X-Men, Harry Potter, what other stuff? Digimon, cards. Oh, and Magic the Gathering. But we really stayed away from that because everybody had that. So we wanted to be a little bit more focused on the stuff that everybody didn't have or didn't do. And we did really, really well. And we go to shows, Birmingham NEC all the time and stuff like that. That's how I became a 501st Stormtrooper. That's a different story. But yeah, we do really well with open cards. But we would always open it with gloves, pop it in a little sleeve, pop it in a 9-pocket page, then it was out for sale. Buying a packet of cards, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, they've been able to spend like 2,000 on a box of first edition base set, really the first Pokemon cards, and they would spend a fortune on it, and they would open the box live. So no one's keeping these boxes sealed. There is a point in keeping them sealed because of the value, but let's face it, value only gets so far, and you could double the value of that box because you may get that card with Charizard in it in that box, which would then double, maybe quadruple the value of what that box was valued at unopened, because with it being sealed and stuff, there is the possibility that it's in there. But if you find it, and it's a gamble. It's like anything that you invest in, anything that you go for, there is the risk. Now, you could end up with a whole pile of shit. But if you buy a sealed box, a sealed case of Pokemon cards, which like used to have 36 packs in each box, you are almost 100% guaranteed that you're going to get an ultra rare. And it being, the one that they did maybe one or two prints of for that particular run of the card sheet. I got no, you don't have thousands to spend for that. No, exactly. And people used to, like people like me, we used to pick up those boxes, right? The 30 odd pound each. We used to pick up a box of Pokemon cards, Star Wars cards, like Reflections, any Magic the Gathering, like I say, but we used to keep away from that and stuff. We used to go into the more unknown stuff, and we'd pick up maybe a box for 20, maybe 30 pound each, and they retail. So bear in mind, we got this from a wholesaler, but when we were at the shows, we'd get them really cheap because the wholesalers were out there to try and get more clients and stuff. So we get really big deals, and if our wholesaler was there, they would pretty much be practically giving them away to us because we've been dealing with them for years. So we come back with stacks of boxes, and there was that certain joy of opening. It's like opening a brand new Star Wars figure, There's two things common with opening a brand new Star Wars figure, a packet of Pokemon cards, or even a video game. And you guys are probably going to know where I'm going to go with this, because it's the smell. You open up that brand new Star Wars figure and you sniff that Star Wars figure. I know, yes, it does look weird, but it smells good. You open a brand new packet of Pokemon cards, it smells good. You open up a brand new game when it used to have the instruction manual, fuck did it smell good. You know what I mean? So there was always that element to it as well. And then there was always the being careful opening the packets, try not to damage the cards, seeing what we got. But we wouldn't see what we got until we've got them tucked away in the sleeve, then put them in the page, and then you could see what you got. So what we would do is we would open up the packs and we'd just pop them all in the pages. That's it. So we didn't have to handle them too much, instead of sifting through and finding out, because you could sift through a couple of times and you start scratching the surface. They become not mint. They're definitely not PSA 9 or 8 anymore, and that's, you've just opened the thing. It's like a brand new car. You buy it off you get it off the forecourt. Once it's off the forecourt, it's like what, third of its value. So with the cards that we used to do, we used to just pull them straight out, drop them in the sleeve, drop them in a 9-pocket page, stick them aside because we were so busy with the business. And then eventually, once the day's finished, we would actually see what we got. And, if we had that Charizard or something like that, or that Darth Maul or that Emperor Palpatine and stuff, we could have sold it, but you know what? We can sell it another day. And the other thing about it is, if we knew what the value of what we just got at the end of the day, then we know that we don't need to buy too much inventory of that particular series or that particular theme as much as what we did that particular time, especially if we're doing like 2 or 3 day events, which we did a lot, which was really, really cool. And then you could branch off in something else, because now you've done so well in, say, just example, Star Wars. You've done so well with what cards you've got that you haven't sold yet, because you the whole thing that I just explained. So you could afford to maybe spend 500, maybe 300. 500 is a bit too much for just something that you've not really explored or known about. Maybe we'd put maybe 100 in it. So you buy a couple of boxes of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was such a fantastically cool idea of a CCG game, and it's a shame it didn't take off, but it did come out with a couple of series before it died out. I think the worst thing about in the card industry, in the CCG industry, is that you make it too complicated. Now, the hardest one for me to learn was the Star Wars one, the really old Star Wars one, you know, with like the Force points, the Destiny rolls, and all the other shit that you could add to it and stuff. Much like Magic the Gathering, tapping cards, putting charms and all sorts of other bits and pieces on there to alter the game. But once you learn it, it was such a damn good game to play. It really was. It was a lot of fun. And this is supposed to be a test stream to see if it worked. Obviously it works, and I'm still here. I appreciate it. Right, so let's what is it? I don't know if my was that the Ninetales full art rainbow is grade A or grade 8. As I sleeved it pretty early, but I don't use gloves when no. Okay, so here's the thing, Henry, with using gloves, right? It's the oil on your fingers. Now, some people have more oily skin or open pores than other people do. I know that with me, I do. Mainly because you get excited, so you start raising your heartbeat and stuff, and you get a little bit more sweaty and clammy and stuff like that. It won't like permanently damage the card unless you leave a finger mark. Trying to get that finger mark or fingerprint off is difficult without damaging the surface of the card. So it even if you've touched it without gloves, you might be okay, Henry. I'd say probably PSA 8. PSA 9 would be spotless. And you know, when you tilt the card to the light and it's completely shiny, or it's completely like glossy, it's not matte, it's not faded or anything like that, they're your PSA 9s with the nice sharp corners, no little bits, and I mean little bits. The thing is, these cards are printed out on a full sheet and then they're stamped out, so you may get a couple of rough edges. But the obvious wear and tear on the edges of the cards are those little scroll, like an old scroll you would have. Like, hey Sharky, hello there, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, mate. So Sharky, I just came on to test out to see if, because Nocti said that if you haven't updated OBS and stuff, it won't work on Twitch platforms. So obviously it does work. We are looking at doing. We are looking at maybe ditching Twitch and going YouTube. We are doing this 1 week thing, 1 week stream. It'll be every weekend. So if anybody's in this, so Loopy, if you're still here, Gormagaf, if you're still here, we're going to be here on every Saturday. Looking at about 6 p.m, 7 p.m. GMT. And we're just going to be coming in and talking about what we've done the week. That's it. No specialized stream of gaming, of anything. It's what we've done during the week. You can come in and tell us what you've been doing during the week. Because, I mean, let's face it. Everybody kind of lives the same time than everybody else. We all do something in a week. We all have done something in a week. It doesn't have to be exciting, but you can come in and tell us what you've done, because that's what we're going to tell you. It's going to be me, DJ, Aid, and Goffy, Chris, are going to be on the audio. We're going to be chatting about what we've been doing. There's a lot of things that are coming up with those guys. There's a lot of things that have been going on with me, and we're not the only ones, right? You guys have a lot of things going as well. So you guys come in and just tell us what you've been doing. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be like a 5-hour stream or anything like that. It's going to be from maybe an hour, maybe creep into an hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most. So that particular time we're aiming for is because when everybody's like had their dinners, they settled down. A lot of people don't work on Saturdays. Some people do work on Saturdays now, more than most. but it should be a reasonable time for people to catch it. If not, it's going on YouTube as well, so you can actually listen to it. The whole idea is not it being visual, it's being audio. It's going to be like a podcast type thing, but it's going to be something you can watch, you can or interact with live, or if you missed it, you can listen to it, and it's going to be stories. It's going to be it's just going to be things. I guess you're going to be following a lot of journeys. It's like when I was a bus driver, you would actually learn about the passengers, because you drive 7 years the same route, you're ferrying the same people around. People are going to have their ups and downs, breakups, makeups, birthdays, weddings, all sorts of things. You start to grow with them. You start to you start to grow with them, basically. You get to know them. You get to know what's been going on. And there's going to be the same thing. There's going to be so many journeys that people are going to follow in this video or audio. I want it to make it so that it's more audio, so that people can just drive their car like I do. I watch Lego YouTube videos, but there's some people out there that are really good with explaining things, so I don't have to look at the screen. So I'm just driving while I'm listening to it. So a bit like a podcast. And that's what I'm aiming for. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so... hello there. I'm here, brother. Okay. Appreciate it, Loopy. I appreciate it. So Sharky, no, I'm not ready yet. Have to get sister, then I'm ready. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I miss something there, Sharky? Where is Sharky? No. Oh, are you guys on audio on PlayStation? Are you? Okay, Henry. How long do you figure I do have to get back from my second shift, or about 2 p.m.? Are you back lifeguarding then? Oh, you're talking on Discord. Oh well, are you talking audio Discord? Because it was another route I was thinking of going and ditching. Obviously because at the moment we're not going through the PlayStation. I do have the Discord channel still, and I do have like an audio thingy on it, and we can actually start using that a lot more. Do people use Discord more than any other platform to talk on? What is the platform that most people use to talk on, like audio-wise? If you wanted to come in to my channel while we're doing this, talking about Week Thing, and you wanted to come in and actually talk to us and stuff like that, but you don't have a PlayStation or anything like that, but you do have Discord. Everybody has Discord, or is available on the phone, on the computer, anything. So Discord's a little bit easier. Is that the better platform to go for with people doing audio? It'll take probably 30 minutes. Are you at work still, Henry, or are you at home? Oh, Sharky's going to help on Tiny Tina. Well, you don't need to bend his arm, because he loves the Borderlands franchise, and particularly, I think his most favorite, if I'm very not mistaken, is Sharky's favorite character in the Borderlands franchise is actually Tiny Tina. And she has like a small part to play, in like the series of the games, and then she just like got big, and now she got her own show. Is it just in my general section? Going to help him with some trophies, right? Okay. What are trophies? I haven't played games in so long. It's like, what's a trophy? But yeah, we're also looking at. I mean, if you guys want to come in and talk about video games, that's fine. There is no thing apart from killing people and shit like that. The normal common sense shit that you wouldn't talk about and stuff. We're not talking about that. Keep that shit to yourselves. But you guys wanted to come in and talk about games and stuff, specifically aimed at trophy hunting or achievements. It can work with it. I want to try and see if we can do like a knitting corner, which is like trophy hunting and shit like that. Thick boy Boosh, I love you. Do you? Yeah, are you sure you're on the right channel? Well, there you go. Probably another name that I've so forgotten because I haven't been on for so long. Yeah, so Knitting Corner. And it'll be like trophies and achievements and stuff like that. But I want to change the lingo. Like if you're going to get a trophy, right? Now, in the knitting lingo type thing back in the day, it used to be knit one, purl one, drop a stitch, right? How did I know this? Because my mum used to knit and she taught me how to knit. And I think it would be funny. I think it would be funny if, like, so you're trophy hunting or achievement hunting and you missed a trophy. That's going to be drop a stitch. So you're going to be talking blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I played God of War and, I finished at the end of God of War and I dropped a stitch. In other words, you missed a trophy. And knit one, purl one. You knit one, so you got a trophy, right? But you purled one, you got 2 trophies in the same thing. So yeah, you knit one and purl one because you always usually follow purl one after knit one. So that's what kind of thing I'm looking at. Okay. So you used to be big boy, right? Hey, how you doing, big boy? Yes. It's been a while. I haven't been around for a little while, big boy. It's been interesting. We're no longer a trophy hunter. We kind of gave that up. We haven't touched a video game in almost a month. Just to bring you up to speed, big boy. We came and did what we set out to be. We set out to do the top 1,000 trophy hunter in the world, in the United States and in the UK. We did that. Did I want to go any further? No, because you see all the real top high-end trophy hunters struggling with life and everything like that, and financially it's really bad, because what it starts to drive you to is playing the Rattalacker games, the really cheap games. And I'm not saying that they're not good. Some of them are really good. I enjoyed a lot of Rattalacker games and cheap games like the Sometimes For You. What was the other one? East Asia Soft was a really, really good one as well. I like their stuff. And a lot of other indie games or indie developers. But the financial side of it, because they were so cheap, kind of funneled you into playing them, and everybody was playing them that were top tier trophy hunters because they were really, really fast points, really good points and stuff like that. So there's just no reason why you would pass those up. So you're kind of forced into playing it to keep up with them and stuff like that, instead of playing the decent games. Now, I know that I've heard this enough times that crappy trophy games, should we call it that, have broke the fun in people for trophy hunting and stuff, and a lot of people have quit because of it, or they just don't play those games. Now, I was like, I just don't play those games. And then because of that, there was no need to trophy hunt. So then after that, it was like, okay, well, I don't need to trophy hunt. Hello, Henpai, how you doing, dude? Sin, how you doing, dude? Much love. Thank you so much for coming in. Bring everybody up to speed who is just coming in. This was a test stream because I was told that the platform doesn't work with Twitch anymore if you don't update it. Being OBS, normal OBS. I was told that if you use Streamlabs or Stream Elements OBS that it will work still. Well, actually, believe it or not, this is normal OBS and it works. OBS Studio will work even if you've updated it. Maybe they've patched the update so that it does work. I don't know. Was it? I'm good, man. Just about to go get the boy, but wanted to say hi. I appreciate it, dude. Just to bring you up to speed, Henpai, we are going to be doing a stream every weekend, roughly around about 6 or 7 p.m. GMT. It's going to be an hour two. It's just be talk about what we've done during the week. It's not going to be anything like specialized like gaming and trophy hunting or anything like that. It's what you guys have been doing during the week. come on in and tell us what you've been doing. We'll have people on audio as well telling us what to do, what they've been doing. The idea is it's going to be a podcast type thing. So if you miss it live, you can hear it and still get the best effects from it. Yes, I'm here if I can be. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. So, but you kind of know what's kind of going on in the works anyway, Henpai, because of the Discord that is kind of disbanded type thing at the moment. Discarded. Discord. Right, so, but I'm going to be having a focus, and I am going to be actually looking at doing a series of videos on starting out collecting Lego, starting out investing Lego, starting out selling Lego, and starting maybe a business that will be something that will support itself, will be able to enjoy it as well as make money from it. This is not like a flash in the pan thing. This is something that I've been working on, studying for almost a year. It's not going to happen until another year. I know you got to go, Henpai, but there you go. That's what we're going to be doing. Also looking at ditching Twitch. Sorry, Twitch. Maybe. Or we're just going to be doing it from Twitch straight onto YouTube. But these videos are going to be available on YouTube. So you can listen to them, watch them, whatever. The idea is to listen to them. So yeah, thanks for coming in, Henpai, and have yourself a wonderful rest of the day, mate. I hope you and everybody is good. You play what you like. Exactly, Henry. I know you do. You've never really had that many. I wouldn't say you haven't had that many restrictions. I would say that you haven't restricted yourself like I do. But I do because it kept a certain order, you know? It kept a certain... It made a path for me. And then once I had that path, I would hope I didn't come across crossroads, which I did. So that I just could keep on that straight and narrow path and just have something to choose for me as opposed to playing what I want. There's a load of games still on there that are sealed. What am I going to do with these games? Maybe give them away. Maybe on the sub thing again? I don't know. Or I don't know. There are a few that I might want to keep hold of because we do have the PSVR. Be ashamed to not use it. So maybe we still want to keep the PS4. Maybe we still want to keep the PS5. No, PS5. PSVR. And like the VR games and stuff like that. And just experience the VR as and when I need to and start or want to. At the moment, I have no time. And that's the other thing with this Lego stuff is I want to buy myself time. I actually want myself... This could be a side hustle at first, or it's going to be a side thing at first, a little project, a little hobby. But I want it to be my main or supporting main income. And have fun with it. Fucking Lego. Always have done. Was this... yeah, I'm more a casual than a completionist. I've been down many of those routes, mate. I'm not saying that I regret trophy hunting. I do not. And I didn't put too many years into it to regret the years wasted. I only did like 3 years of trophy hunting. So I've been gaming since I was 13, but I can't really put a price on that. But I can certainly put a price on what I missed during those 3 years of trophy hunting with my family and stuff like that, and all other wasted opportunities of bettering myself, the lifestyle for me and stuff like that, which is another reason why I feel like do I look better or do I sound better that I'm not actually trying to follow someone's path, someone's guide, not be distracted and actually be ad-libbing, making it up as I go along, more fluid, like I am now, or Was I better beforehand? You don't sound as sleepy to me. Yeah. Well, I've been up since 2 o'clock and it's like 5 now. So I've only been up like 3 hours. Actually, 3 hours. I've only been up 3 hours. Yeah, no. So, right. So the thing is, Henry, with the sleepy thing, the time that I had was literally wake up, have breakfast, get on stream, because that was the timetable. Because only having the certain amount of hours that I had, which was 5 hours, I had to cram in a 4-hour, 5-hour stream. I think it turned into about 3 or 4 hours. So from 5 till 8, I think it were. 3 hours, yeah. Plus get ready for work and then go out the door an hour later. It was a lot of stuff to put in to one particular place. And you know what? With the work I was doing, being new to it, I was coming home later and later and later. So I was getting less and less and less sleep. So that's why it became like from 5 o'clock instead of 3. Now I'm getting up at 2. I'm a bit more proficient at the job. I'm still doing a milkman. I'm a bit more proficient at it now. I'm not saying I'm fast. I'm safe, and I make less and less mistakes, so I don't have to go back on myself and shit. I'm starting to get up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because we got a lot of stuff flying out of the house going to the post office via eBay, i.e. the Star Wars stuff is going out. And you know, I wake up and there's an order, so I have to pack that order, get it labeled, get it packed, get the label, send it off to the and run to the post office and stuff like that. And I need all that time. Then I've got all this Lego to sort, like loads and loads and loads of vintage Lego, as opposed to some of the sets and stuff like that. I don't need to sort those. No. But these, like, it's like bags and bags and bags of kind of categorized, and then I've got to put them on the website that I'm on, which is Rebrickable, and really cool site. But put those on, but I don't have time for that and everything else. So my concentration is to list as much stuff as I can on eBay. And I know when I say 2 new listings, maybe 3, maybe 4 new listings, doesn't sound an awful lot, but you have to do the research. You have to do the description. I mean, you could easily put Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet, sold as seen. That's it. No, you want a little bit more of a description. You want the year. You want everything like that. You want all that stuff to catch people into looking at it, because there's a lot more info on it. Because they might be looking for a particular year, they might be looking for a particular number and stuff like that. And if you mention that in your listing, you're going to get a better chance of selling it. And not only that, now I've started to establish myself on eBay quite a bit, that people are actually not just flying by, they're actually coming in and they're actually bookmarking me, and they're actually spreading the word that this guy is selling his Star Wars collection on eBay, legitimate, starting at fair prices and stuff like that. There's some stuff that I start pretty high because I know that they're worth that value, but for the most part it all starts at £1. And it's doing well, but I don't have time for both Lego and stuff like that, and I don't have time to do stream Lego and eBay, and I have done neither because this was supposed to be a test. So yeah, no, this is probably the reason why I don't seem so sleepy anymore, Henry, is because I am not jumping on the stream 10 minutes after I've woken up. There have been times when I jumped on the stream and I'm still eating fucking breakfast, right? So I've not even been up 10 minutes. So yeah, that's probably the reason why I sound a little bit more thingy, because I've been up like 3 hours already, you know, as opposed to 10 minutes. So yeah, it probably didn't work out too well for me and stuff. Another reason why we're starting that thing at about 6 or 7 o'clock in the afternoon is because we've all had the time to do what we need to do. It's the only day I get off, so sorry, it's going to be that day. It's going to be that particular time because it's good for everybody else that is going to be in it. If it's not, then it's still solely designed around you can listen to it and you can have a laugh, and then you can like, well, you know what, he's left this open so that anybody can come in and say anything, be it chat or be it audio. So you know, I want to get in on this and tell everybody what I've been doing and stuff. And it could be something like, okay, here comes John. John's been doing this and he's been doing it, and John's going to tell us what the next party's been doing about this. So it could be like a whole series inside a series. You know, it could be good. But yeah, it's. I don't think there's any change to the health and stuff like that. It's just that I have got a little bit more time with getting up at 2 instead of 5. It's a bit of hard work getting up at that time. And am I good to anybody at that time? No. What I'm good for is having a smoke, having a cup of coffee, having my breakfast, and maybe checking my eBay to see what needs to go out, and then get that sorted as a priority, run it down to the post office. By that time I'm pretty good, and then I'll come back and I'll do a load of listings, and then I'll do, if I get a chance, sort Lego. Anyway, what time, how long have we been on? Hour and 11 minutes, and it just like, that's just flown past, right? That amount of time is probably what the Saturday thing is going to be. So it doesn't take up too much of your time. If you want to watch it, if you want to take part in it, it's not going to take too much time, maybe an hour. Maybe you just want to come in and tell your story and then you can leave. You know, you don't have to feel obligated and stuff like that. Stuff, again, like, what am I going to do with all my games? We'll work that out. Maybe we can figure something out. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But there's going to be all sorts of things that we're going to be doing. And I really, really want to start a video on YouTube with how I'm starting the Lego thing, where I started from, what kits I started with, what did I buy. I have no financial or investing knowledge, so I'm picking it up from other people, learning stuff from other people. We're going to make some mistakes. You're going to watch me make mistakes, but we're going to also see if we can make it do what it's supposed to do. Hell, if I can be a top 1,000 trophy hunter in the world, United States and England, I think I can fucking do this. If I can do this, you can. All right, catch you later, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. It's just been a test. I would like to say I'm SinnTrophyHunter in peace, but no, I'm not. I'm Sean. Have yourself a wonderful day, guys. Big love to everybody who's come in and just said hello. Glad I'm not forgotten. And I'll catch you Saturday.